What's up? So today I'm gonna start up a new type of content. So today we're gonna be talking about isekais and my takes on it. First of all, I am an isekai watcher, and I feel like I gotta get something off my chest. I feel like isekai has got very bland in the past couple of years. We've seen multiple same recipe of isekais. Perfect example is ReZero. And my take of ReZero since I watched it, there was at times that I felt like it got bland, it got boring, it got predictable, and this shouldn't be a problem if we the viewers did not take into consideration that isekais have been all the same type of formula for the past 3 years. I feel like us as viewers should be able to comment to the writers or to the publishers. We have an opinion in this too, since we're the watchers. I feel like Isekai has had a very tough time. It's one of the most made fun of categories in anime. And I feel like Isekai, the route that we have been going at, is gonna be a laughing stock. There's not many different types of Isekais. They're almost all about the same topics, same everything. I feel like as a viewer, we need to consider, okay, if we're gonna try to make a change towards isekais being different, we need to be real with ourselves. We need to watch isekais and take and see that most of the isekais that we have watched are almost all the same story, everything. The only animes that I've seen that have been different from each other in the isekai realm is Overlord, Attack on Titan, Reincarnated as a Slime, and many more. But I feel like at times, like a perfect example, a couple enemies that came out that have done really good is Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone changed the game for isekais. We have never seen that type of change. Most isekais are the same. They play as a hero, they have harems, they're almost all about the same topics. And I feel like if we don't come up or speak out about this, we're gonna get the same type of animes every year. And for me, if this keeps going on at this pace, I will not be a supporter of isekai. I feel like isekai should be changing, not comparing each other and being the same clone of each other. Like a perfect example, Overlord. It's same to many isekais, but at the same time it's really different. It doesn't have the same story, the same character models, the same thing. Almost every isekai, they all have one thing in common: a hero and an evil guy. Almost every isekai has that, and I feel like with Overlord, it did really good because he portrayed as an evil guy, but he's really a good guy. There's many animes out there that have portrayed as a bad guy, but they are a good guy. And I feel like the problem is with the isekai community, they don't speak out. They don't bash the anime, compared to like what I've seen on the reviews on ReZero. A lot of that's a love or hate anime. Not a lot of people like the anime, but not a lot of people a lot of people do like it too. I feel like in my personal experience, Konosuba, that's a isekai that really wasn't taken fairly, because that isekai is a comedy isekai. I feel like we need more of that, not all the same stuff. It plagiarized as being an isekai, but at the same time, not all isekais have to be the same washed up, same recycled content. I feel like we need to change our objectives of, okay, let's watch this anime and keep on watching the same. There needs to be change. If we don't, we're just gonna keep getting the same type of content. And I feel like Isekai was a perfect example of trying to branch out to a new type of category, but now this category is getting bland and overused. I feel like if we don't change, we're gonna keep on getting disappointed every time. I feel like if we could just see ideas off of other isekais, and change it a bit, it'd be good. But at the same way we're going, it's gonna be the same thing. Hero does this, devil does this. We need to change the formula. It's getting too exaggerated. It's getting too overused. It's getting too played out. As an isekai watcher, I can't watch something again and again and again, being a repeat of each other. Just how everybody started off with the first isekai. You thought it was super good. You thought it was the best. That's how I was. But once I got into more isekais, I started to be like, oh, this is just like Attack on Titan. This is just like Sword Art Online. This is just like Overlord. It's basically trying to be a copycat of each other. It's just different contexts, different characters. Different a little bit. There was a isekai that I watched. It was Reborn with a Smartphone. That anime for its time was good, but a lot of people made it famous. They put it in a pedestal that it was one of the best. I consider that anime below average. Nothing about the anime really, in my experience, made it a top tier isekai. To make it a top tier isekai right now in this day and age is hard. Not a lot of isekais have taken the time to look at the competitors and make it a difference. I feel like the isekai community right now is looking the same. Not a lot of people speak up about isekai because isekai is a laughing stock compared to the other categories, and that needs to change. Because if we don't, we're gonna keep on getting the same shit every year. I wish we could see an isekai every year come up. Oh, okay, this is the best, this is the best, this is the best, but we don't. It's very few isekai that have really made it to top 20, top 30 for the year, most watched in every category. The only one that I have seen in the past couple of years, really, there's only been like 5 to 8 every year. That's really bad compared to the other categories. Other categories have had so many top banging animes, and for the isekai, we really don't, because it's just like the same thing I was talking about. It's rewatch content, and that needs to change. And I feel like this will put it out for some people. If you disagree or not disagree, just know that at this point, if we don't change, we're gonna get the same rewatch content, and that's gonna be it for this one on the isekai.